Hi, I'm Dee McGill, owner-founder of LDL Hair Extensions. Welcome to It's About to Get Hairy, the podcast that takes you on a journey through the world of hair extensions. Whether you're a hair enthusiast, a stylist, or simply curious about the art of transforming hair, this is the show for you. Join us as we deep dive into the fascinating world of extensions, exploring the latest trends, techniques, and innovations. From clip-ins to handmade wefts, we'll uncover the industry secrets on all things hair. So sit back, relax, and let's embark on a hair-raising adventure together. Welcome to It's About to Get Hairy.
If I can be anything, I think I'm gonna be me.
Welcome back to an episode of The Hairy Truth.
If you've come back, we love you and you must love us. So welcome.
And for the first time, Pauline didn't pick up the fact that I named our podcast wrong.
No, I did not. To correct her, I am going to say welcome back to It's About to Get Hairy.
And oh boy, is it about to get hairy. So I think probably a big topic of conversation would be wefting.
Yes.
Or the art of wefting, or traditionally I think names a weft or a weave.
Yes.
I think over time has gotten a really bad rap in that traditionally what a weft is a machine-made weft that's actually quite thin, and dependent on the salon that a client would obviously visit or go to will depend on what that salon chooses to do with the weft. So typically what we see is, people come in that may have folded over 4 wefts on top of each other.
Oh, we see that a lot.
So creating, I guess, a really thick,
bulky,
noticeable weft that's, I guess, not great for the hair.
Not great for the hair, not great for the wearer. And could you imagine putting your head on the pillow at night?
Yeah.
I don't even know what you would do with that. Like, what do? You just like this lump in the back of your head.
Correct. So I guess, the difference between, that typical weft and the weft that we create here. Our weft is a handmade weft. What that means is it is literally made by hand and customized for each of our clients.
Again, customized. Key word here.
100%. So to make one weft would typically takes, dependent on the size of course, but can take, let's say, up to an hour to make one weft. But the great thing about a handmade weft is also that we can make it as micro thin as you like. And of course we can make it thicker if that's your jam.
Yes.
So
dependent on the client's needs and their hair type. So that's the consultation.
As well as I think for us, we're not cookie cutter. It's not
far from it.
The way it is. It's, we're really fluid, and we can change it up to obviously what people's wants and needs are.
Yeah.
But, I see again a lot of things on social media, I guess kind of giving the perception that it is only one way and that there is, only one type available, and that's actually not true.
Far from it.
Yeah, tying it back into, again, with the mislabeling of hair or, selling products that, aren't necessarily what they're saying that they are. For anybody looking for weft hair extensions, I think it's important to know that there's many, many different options available. And just because it is a weft, it doesn't mean that it's a thick, atrocious 4-inch weft attached to your head.
It also comes down to the application process along with that as well.
Everything matters.
Which is what we've said before. It's the complete package.
Correct.
On that, can we talk about the difference between a handmade weft and a hand-tied weft?
Of course.
Because there is a difference, and I'm sure it's so confusing.
A lot of misconceptions. A challenge for us, again, I think, the consumer is becoming smarter and smarter, and I think one of the ways that people realised that they were in fact getting an authentic virgin product was because it did come on a handmade weft. Taking it back to manufacturers are now, or have for many years, released what they call a hand-tied weft, which looks like ours, but I guess I'm going to say it's not finished. So if you purchase a hand-tied weft as it is, they cannot be cut because they will completely unravel.
Yeah.
And regardless of cutting or not, they will unravel in the hair because
So-
they're not finished.
It's what exactly it says it is. If you look at the word hand tied, so it is still made from a manufacturer. It is simply tied off by hand.
Correct. Which again, it's just a little bit deceiving.
Yes.
I guess. But
And
you know,
confusing because if someone who has never worn hair extensions before just pops into Google the buzzword or whatever it is,
they get super, super confused. There's a sea of hand-tied weft versus handmade weft versus machine-made weft. Like, how on earth are you
You can't
supposed
navigate.
to figure out what is best for you? I guess based on that to offer solution, what would be the
Yes.
best person for or best method or weft type or type of extension in general for the consumer is have multiple consultations.
yes.
A consultation is so, so important. I know myself when I talk to people, that call the salon, I feel as though, in our industry, sometimes the consultation process has been lost. So it's not about selling a person your product.
Yes.
It's about educating the person. So I know that, for me, my consultations, I welcome that people have multiple and, ensure that you're choosing the right product. But in the consultation process too, you want to look at things like, where did the hair come from? Or what does it look like? What is it going to look like after I wash it?
Yes. Touch, feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The weft though, okay, so you're showing me a really thinly made weft. Is that actually the way it's going to be installed in my hair? Because what we see, yes, the consumer has bought the weft,
Yeah.
but it is actually been folded over 5 times, therefore making what was once thin an extremely
thick.
large, thick weft.
But they don't know that.
No, of course they don't
Again,
know
back
that.
to you were bang on, the consultation process has been lost.
Yeah. The education side of it, I think, has been lost. And, when people come in and see me, they obviously thank us for our time, but they always say, it's been really educational.
Yes.
I've had another consultation, but I didn't really find out all of these things.
No.
I know for me it's important. If I can educate just one person, I've done my job for the day.
100%. But we see it even when we get clients that have worn extensions before and we're going through education with them and we say to them, oh, did you get the extension itch? And they say, yeah. Did you get it at 2 weeks? Yeah, I did.
Like, how would you know that?
Do you know why you got it? Did anyone ever take the time to explain
Why that is?
why or how or what do you do when it happens? I think just the whole extension industry
Is lacking a little bit of education.
Is lacking education.
Agreed. So how do we change the industry?
We create a podcast.
There you go. Called
It's about to get hairy.
Or the hairy truth, if you ask me.
Yeah, it's not though.
One day I will get it. It's only episode 2 and I will get the name of the podcast.
One day.
Maybe in the next episode.
You might have a sign.
On Pauline, next time we're here.
So every time she looks
see
at
us
me, I'm going to have a giant sign on my head
that says,
it's about to get hairy. So, question time. Can I wear my hair in a high ponytail with extensions?
we get this question all the time. Short answer is yes, you can. It's how you wear the ponytail. So if you're wanting to slick your hair back in a top ponytail on top of your head, the answer is no. The way extensions are applied to the hair, if you pick up the hair under here, the hair actually grows in a forward direction. So when we're applying hair extensions, we're actually going with the natural growth of the hair. So if you, the client, then grabs it and pulls backward, you're actually going to create breakage. Can you wear your hair in a ponytail? Of course you can. Rule of thumb is mid to low pony.
Okay. So if I come to you and I say, I always wear my hair in a high ponytail, but I want to wear extensions, what would you tell me?
ditch
Get
the
out of my
ponytail.
salon.
Well, there's no such thing as no, right? Like you've got to be fluid.
Yeah.
Right. So I can't just say no, because there is ways that you could apply. But I guess I'm just, perhaps for my client, myself included, I am a permanent hair extension wearer. So for me, what's important is that I have the ability to wear my extensions for life.
Yes.
So pulling your hair back, even if you don't wear hair extensions and you're pulling it back into a tight pony, it is going to create some kind of damage. Classic example of that is ballerinas.
Yes.
Ballerinas that, spend their entire career pulling and slicking back their ponytail can end up with higher
Receding
hairlines.
hairline. Yeah, absolutely.
So it's not, I don't know. For me, I would rather give them a solution that I know is not going to harm their hair than
Solution and re-education.
then essentially just, make the extensions all about the high pony. So is there a way that I could apply the extensions so that the client could wear a high pony? Yeah, I could.
Yeah.
But then the reality of that people I don't think maybe think about is that when you wear your hair out, it's not going to look
Yes.
good. Right? So I see lots of, here's our extensions. You can wear your hair in a high pony, but what does that then look like on their day-to-day when they do maybe want to go out and have, their hair just out? It wouldn't look right. Maybe not always, but, I definitely think that I would prefer during a consultation to create a set of hair for somebody that would look impeccable and beautiful with their hair out, and then rejig the way they wore the pony than
Yes.
the latter.
Makes sense.
The former.
It
The
really
former, the
makes
latter.
sense though.
Yeah. That's in my humble opinion.
Thank you for your humble opinion.
Pleasure. Pauline, thank you. Thank you for listening.
Tune in tomorrow.
We're not here tomorrow. We might be, though. If you'll have us back, if we interest you,
Please have us back.
please have us back.
Signing off.
Oh, are we signing off?
We are
signing
signing
off. already? Okay.
off.
Signing off for The Hairy Truth.
It's about to get hairy.
It is about to get hairy if I don't learn the name of our podcast.
She will learn it. I will make her learn it. It is going to happen. I'm Pauline.
And I'm Dee.
If I can be anything, I think I'm gonna be me.